The next thing I knew, I was airborne, I guess. I kind of remember like pushing onto the trunk and sticking my elbows out.
I think for a bus driver, it's the worst thing that you can possibly have happen, and that's to have somebody get hit.
My name's Sponseller, and I'm an administrative assistant at Harris Elementary. I've worked for the school district, I think this might be 9 years now, I'm not completely certain.
My name is Loyal Stiverson, and started working with transportation in '93, and just been there ever since.
So it was the 96-97 school year, and I was at Snyder for my freshman year. I had been homeschooled for a few years, and so this was actually my second year in public school, and I loved it. It was my favorite thing. I loved going to school and all of the activities and everything. Our van was almost pushed into a train because we were stopped for a train in New Haven. And so my mother did not want me to go to school on that Tuesday because I was sore. Like, you know, the next day you're kind of sore, the following day you're really sore. And I really wanted to go because I got a new outfit. And so it's just funny to me to think of like all of the things that were like, would have kept me from going. And normally my mother never ever let me stay home from school. So her arguing with me about going was just kind of, you know, in retrospect, it's funny.
I mean, it seemed kind of typical day, but then again, when you're subbing, everything is non-traditional. Every day is different.
Loyal was subbing. The bus driver that we normally had, I guess that was the spot like we're supposed to be, but the bus driver we had would stop in different places sometimes because of how busy Laymeyer was.
The route's different, everywhere you're going is different, the kids are different, everything is different. I mean, it's somewhat traditional in the sense that you're driving the bus, but it's a different day.
I honestly, I don't know. Like, I think my neck was stiff, so I wasn't on the swivel looking very well. The next thing I knew, I was airborne, I guess. I kind of remember like pushing onto the trunk and sticking my elbows out.
I think for a bus driver, it's the worst thing that you can possibly have happen, and that's to have somebody get hit. And then plus being very new, I guess you can try to think about how to handle things in case it ever happens, but it's never like that.
My elbow went through the window and I kind of like bumped my head a little bit, and then laying in the ditch, and I remember my friend being like, "You fool, give me your shirt." And so my neighbor kid took off his shirt and gave it to her to put, you know, pressure on the wound. And my experience became very focused on myself. I remember when the ambulance came, just asking them if I was going to die, and they said no. And they asked me my phone number and things, and I couldn't remember. I
kind of know what it's like because when I was a kid, and I was in Prunky Park, I got off the bus and I got hit by a car.
That was that day.
I never forgot this situation at all. If there's any positive of this, it's made me a better bus driver since then and to this day, because I'm extremely aware of my surroundings and watching everything to make sure, you know, nothing even remotely comes close to like happening like this again.
And he told them that, you know, there was a new doctor who might be able to help me, but he said it was, you know, a good potential that I might lose my arm. It took a very long time for that bone to heal because like right in there, the bone had been pulverized so bad, and then they were trying to make it regrow. And like I would have to wear this electrical stimulator, and it was supposed to make the bone grow. And every time I'd go in for an MRI, I would just be praying like, please let it finally just be better.